I've had people run to the comments on my videos on this topic. They insist they are not shooting other players. But the testing that we're seeing from other players right now, it's really hard to ignore.
That's me!
So something along the way is breaking.
Oh, here we go again. We're breaking the game, Jimmy. You know, we're playing the game the way it's supposed to, and you're mad because you keep losing your loot. How about you get better at the game, man? I find it so funny that you guys get mad because somebody decided to take your loot when that's the whole purpose of the game. Because if it wasn't, then why do they allow it to happen in the first place? You guys are just trash at the game. And the funny thing is, even though I've uploaded a few shorts of me playing it, people been calling me a rat. That doesn't happen every single game. There's times where I'm the one that's outnumbered. Matter of fact, let me tell you about a situation that happened to me yesterday. I was playing the game. They shot me. I'm like, hey, man, I'm friendly. You know, they had me outnumbered by 3 guys. I was like, oh, snap. He's like, yeah, we're looking for some people that try to shoot us. But I can tell just by how he's talking, it was a setup. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the elevator, hit the button, and I'm sitting there. And the guy's like, hey, man, come follow us, man. What are you doing? Right? They try to take me in some forbidden corner so they could take all my stuff. So I ran up towards them, right? And then as soon as I seen the shaft go down, I ran right in, hopped on that computer terminal, and I got the hell up out of there, man. You know, that's what makes the game funny, man. It's the different types of interactions that you get. Right? Sometimes I let people go. Sometimes I'm the one doing it. That's what makes the game enjoyable. The problem is you got people like Reforge Gaming that have this thing called gear fear. You know, he's out here stuck on free loadouts because he's afraid to lose his precious, valuable weapons. But all I'm here to tell you is that you can easily get those back. There's a time where I've lost some good weapons and I got it back right in the next session. But that's also because I know how to take out players too. So, I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, these guys can barely even get past the robots.
If you're consistently finding yourself in heavy lobbies. Now, it could be that the matchmaking is not perfect, and maybe you're just really unlucky.
No, and maybe you're just really bad at the game. How about that? Because to me, to get gear in this game is not that hard. I can get it from another player. It's not that difficult, guys. You can take out the big old spider robot if you decide to work together with that. I mean, you guys got to, like, at the end of the day, you got to laugh about what happens. If you lose something, laugh about it. It's not that serious. It's a video game, man. There's times where the guy, he drops me down on my knees and he's talking crap. And then there's times where I'm doing the same thing. It is what it is, man. This is the type of game that you're getting. Even if the guy's camping, see, but the problem is people want to complain, it's unfair. It's not balanced. I'm stuck using free loadouts again. I can't afford anything. I'm trash. Like, bro, I really don't know how people are bad at this game. And there's so many different possibilities. You could be a snake, a rat. You could be anything you want in this game and find ways to get some form of loot. And you people choose to do is complain.
Be that you're playing
because nobody want to work together with me. And when they do, they take my loot.
It's your buddy. And their behavior is affecting the matchmaking. Maybe even
it's not affecting anything, man. It's affecting you guys going back to the lobby searching for a new one. That's what's, because I don't have this problem. Matter of fact, this game is crossplay. I've had no problem finding sessions. You know, I just think what it is, you can't find the sessions that you want because you can't play the game. You guys are out here complaining about a feature that is allowed in the game. We need PVE. Oh my goodness.
Sort of sticks on you for a while.
Just admit that you guys are terrible at video games.
You play with them, and they're pretty heavily PvP focused.
Next thing they're going to do is put bots. But then that beats the whole purpose of loot. They can't really do that. Because then that means nobody would play PvP for the valuable weapons. You think they're going to give you valuable weapons for playing PvE? I don't think they could do that, honestly. Because that's actually kind of unfair. That kind of beats the purpose of getting these valuable weapons in the first place. You guys want to take the skill reward out of this, and I don't like that. Go use your free loadout. They give them out.
And so the game is naturally putting you in proximity with similar players. It could also be that some of you are lying. I'm serious. I think some players are just lying about this sort of thing. They shoot back, they lose the fight, they get mad and salty, they claim the game is toxic, and then they're like, well, no, I'm not even shooting other players. And it's, yeah, you are. You're just losing the gunfight, and now you're mad. Now, if that's not the case, and you're genuinely getting that unlucky, then perhaps the next part of this will make sense, and that's the manipulation factor. Now, this is potentially why some of you can't seem to fix your matchmaking. Embark may have elements of the behavior weighted to make it difficult to manipulate. So, for example,
Yeah, the manipulation starts with you manipulating the players to do what you want them to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had a guy try to shoot me, right? Initially, then he tried to befriend me and all that. And I'm like, hold on. It still sounded like a setup. So as soon as he started looking through that robot, I took my opportunity and took his gear. It is what it is, man. This happens all the time, bro. I've had people do it to me when I first played this game. People used to, if you guys want to call me Chuck E. Cheese rat, well, understand that people did it to me. That's why I heard when somebody said this game just changes you. It just changes you for the worse. You know, you try to be a nice, friendly dude, and everybody's out there taking your loot to the point where you start creating your villain arc. Matter of fact, it's even referenced in the game. Now it's about time to start your villain arc. Like, I mean, it's the appeal, guys. And if this is not your type of game, then don't play it, man. They shouldn't have to change anything for you because you can't play the damn game. This is what gamers are talking about. I guess we do need easy mode in Dark Souls. I guess we do. Because if this is what we're doing, complaining about a game, when there's multiple ways of being successful, you can be sneaky, you can be manipulative with certain people, you can be friendly. But I mean, like, there's times it was like playing the Thing movie where it's like, okay, like I got outnumbered by 4 guys that were working together. They decided to separate. I took my opportunity and I took the one of the guys out. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Rat behavior or not, I've had people do it to me. That's why I do it back to them.
Go peaceful for 3 to 5 games. That doesn't mean you're going to get shoved into peaceful lobbies for the rest of the day. This is one of the concerns I saw voiced in the comments. People would say, well, listen, if you go peaceful for a couple of games, you could get into peaceful lobbies and then just start betraying folks. And then
I imagine complaining about this.
Back and forth, right? Wash, rinse, repeat.
Wow.
Now, this could be part of the reason why folks are having greater success with brand new accounts. There's no noise in the signal. It's just a very pure data sheet of, listen, this player has played 20 games and they never shot a single other player. Because one of the things I notice in these tests that people are doing is a few players were reporting that as soon as they started PvPing, it was almost instantaneous. Their matchmaking would just change. Their lobbies would change almost immediately.
I mean, you're playing with random people over multiple platforms. Of course this is going to happen. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. The fact that we are out here complaining about PvP in a PvP game is asinine to me.
It's very possible that you just
This is what happens when you don't play games. You know, let me guess, when Gears of War E-Day comes out, you know, the guy's got to stop wall bouncing so I can get him. You know, the guy's got to stop hitting headshots because I can't handle all this. He needs to slow it down. Call of Duty needs to put the boots back on the ground. Like, what? This is what we're complaining about? If you can't play the game, then don't play it. Some things just have aspects to games that they don't like, and that's fine. But why should we have to fundamentally change the concept of what the game stands for because a few players that can't play it?
Too many games where you did shoot back, or maybe you play with other players that have affected your behavioral scale, and now you're not as pure in the data as you might think or as you might claim. That's ultimately the rub here. Player. Embark cannot go into great detail about how this works because
I never go after no one. I'm a pure player.
We've seen streamers do this, right?
Pure
they farm
to the core.
Clips, they farm the videos. They want to troll folks. And they are like, oh, I'm friendly. And then they betray them, and everybody thinks it's very entertaining and funny. You can have your own opinion about whether or not that's toxic or...
It's a part of the game. Because at the end of the day, if you don't trust nobody as a person, regardless if it was friendly or not, I'm capable of handling my battles. People's like, well, if that's the case, Gamester, then why do you do that as well? Because you know why? Why not make it easier? I'm just saying, why not make it easy for yourself? Why would you make a situation difficult? I look at it no different as a survival game. I mean, imagine if this was going on in real life, man. You guys would be complaining about, I'm being betrayed. He took my emblem. He took my high-ranked weapon. Like, bro, like, what are y'all doing, man? Because I'm capable enough of handling the situation. Like, there was a time where I got jumped by 2 people, and I handled both of them. You feel me? So, like I said, man, there's times where I get it, and there's times where the other players get it. But at the end of the day, if you don't like that, then go in there with squads.
They're not that's quote unquote ruining the game. Listen, this is always going to happen. All right. Streamers and content creators are going to descend on a game and they're going to farm it for content. That's just the reality.
Oh, really?
The last thing Embark wants to do is equip them with the information to manipulate it. We don't want to see a bunch of tutorial videos like, hey guys, here's how to get peaceful lobbies 100% of the time, and then you can betray all day. That would be pretty terrible. So,
wow. It wouldn't matter to me.
Yes, they've confirmed that it exists, but you can tell in the clip where the guy confirms that there is some sort of behavioral weighting, they don't say much else, and they probably can't because players are already testing it and they're proving how it actually works rather extensively. Now, you're not going to get consistent results from something like this, and that's actually a good thing. Number one, we want to think that's just part of the deal. It's exciting to find friendly players and to work with them, not just because, like, co-op is exciting in and of itself, but because they might betray you. Like, the threat of somebody shooting you and stealing your stuff is there, which is what makes finding friendly players so exhilarating for those of us that prefer it. And if you don't prefer it, that's fine.
It's not about preferring, but like you said, it gives the game a nice appeal. It gives the game nice interactions. It makes the game more enjoyable that not every interaction will be the same. Sometimes you might depart, and then some games you might have a friend that backstabs you. Sometimes you might be the one doing it. It gives that interchangeable variety of gameplay that we don't really see in a lot of titles, and that's why people like Arc Raid. That's why I personally enjoy it. All right? But if every game was just the same thing where everybody F is for fun because we make friends together, U is for you and me, and for no shooting each other while we escape for victory. Arc Raiders. Bro, what? Man, listen, man. Ain't nobody want this. Dandelion Raiders, like, bro, what? Get good at the game, bro. That's a practice mode.
Go PvP to your heart's content. But this is a game about tension. And it's a social experiment about you're either going to work together or you're going to work against each other. And if you can't accept those terms, well, this game's just going to consistently frustrate you. This is never going to go away. You're always going to have this ongoing debate within Arc Raiders of the PvP guys saying get good and the PvE guys saying, well, there's not a whole lot of skill in betraying somebody. I think there's merits to both.
There is skill, manipulation. Because at the end of the day, even like there's times where I don't even go to game chat and I don't use my mic, and I just straight up go after the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just people just do it because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I really don't know how you guys take this game that seriously. But like I said, it's free loadouts in the beginning. It's not my fault you can't get yourself no loot. I mean, there's times when players try to betray me and they failed, and it's funny. And they're like, yeah, you thought, yeah, you thought. It's like, bro, come on, man. Y'all really trying to ruin the appeal with all these complaining and all that, man. There's times where I meet friendly players. There's times where I don't. There's times where I'm not the friendly player. It is what it is. That's what makes the game enjoyable. So for you people to complain about a simple concept of that just shows you that you're just not good enough at the game. Because if you are good at the game, regardless of what you lost, you know you can get it back. There's times where I've used the free loadout and got good weapons right after I've lost them. It is what it is. That's the enjoy. I will say one thing. If you are struggling, you're getting mad at Arc Raiders, play the game without the concept of losing your gear. I know that sounds stupid because that's what the game is about, but play it like that. Stop worrying about losing your favorite shotgun or your favorite rifle. Stop it. Because as soon as you do, you're already going there with all this worrisome, oh, I'm so worried, I'm going to lose my favorite weapon, and then you lose it anyway. Just be like, oh, man, I lost it, but I'll get it back. But like I said, that takes skills to be able to do that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I told you, PlayStation fanboys, they're just not good at video gaming. It is what it is. If this is not enough proof to indicate that to y'all, well, like I said, look no further than my shorts because I'm a rat.